Hello, my name is Kat, and this is my tarot channel called Kataro. If this message found you, it was meant for you. This is a collective reading, so take whatever resonates, and let's begin. We are going to be going over your past, present, future, your mind, body, spirit, your love reading, your light and shadow reading, and your oracle reading. So if you want to skip to any of the chapters, go ahead. But for now, let's get started into the past, present, future. I'm getting a lot of messages coming in already. There's something about expectations versus reality here. I think you have a lot of high expectations for yourself, and which honestly could be a good thing. But when it comes to a point when it's too much and it becomes kind of like addicting perfectionism, that's when it becomes an issue. So I think you're kind of also in a place right now where you're okay with being authentically you and being okay with knowing that you're weird and that other people aren't going to vibe with you, and that's totally fine. So let's see what your past card is. We have the Hermit coming in. So maybe you have been feeling kind of reclusive lately. You haven't really been going out to different places. You've been, I would like to say you'd been like having a lot of self-reflection, which is a good thing. I find a lot of peace in solitude as well. Honestly, most days I'd rather be by myself, but I'm also a people person. So let's see what this collective's present energy is. Your present energy is the Five of Wands. So like I said earlier, I feel like you're fighting with yourself with this sense of perfectionism. Like, it doesn't mean that you have to be perfect, and you might be juggling a lot of activities right now, a lot of ideas. Maybe you feel like you're becoming a lot of, maybe you thought you've been becoming a lot, I can't talk right now. Do you have a stutter? Maybe you have thought about how you need to slow down because you've been feeling like you've been acting a little manic. That was so hard to get out. Like, I felt resistance from that. Can I have a clarifying card, spirits? Live a vibrant and colorful life despite the circumstances. So yeah, be weird, boo-boo. I feel like you are having a lot of fear around just telling people what you want or what you like and what you enjoy. I think you're trying to like portray how cool you are to people, and it's what they think is cool, not what you think is cool. But you need to do what you think is cool. You know what I mean? It's given me like a middle school vibes, you know? Like you're like the loser in the class and you want to be popular with the popular kids, and it's like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You can just be yourself. Be yourself. What's the future? The future energy for this collective Judgment. Okay. So now this is where I'm thinking that you are connected to a tie that you've been with for a really long time, and you're starting to hide things from them because you're afraid that they're going to judge you. But the future is telling me that this, whatever you're hiding from them, it's got to come out. You got to tell them, because if you still love them and you want to have these connections with these people, then you have to tell them how you really feel, what you're really interested in, and not be afraid to explain or not explain why you're doing what you're doing. So let's move on to your mind, body, spirit. I hope you liked that one. That one was really interesting to me. So mind, body, spirit, what is this collective's thoughts right now? What is their mind going through right now, spirit? the Sun. So that tells me that you guys are in a place where you feel okay with being your authentic true self. You're okay with this time. Like, you know that it's okay. You've come to the conclusion that this fear is no longer going to be a fear. That's awesome. So what's your mind, or what's your body going through right now? Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles coming through. So I think with the 7 of Pentacles, what this is telling me is you're in a place right now where you're stable, you're comfortable, you're in a familiar area. You are okay with giving up the house, with giving up the car, with giving up every possession you own right now. You're totally okay with giving it up for the unknown universe. And that means good things are happening. I'm talking like the universe is going to provide for you in so many ways, in a numerous amount of ways that you didn't even expect. Because right now in your reality, it's not going the way it's planned. But you're giving into the universe on what is happening. You're giving into the unknown. You're going into all of these dreams that you're having. Like, you're having very vivid dreams. I heard another tarot reader one time say she gets up an hour, like she has an alarm an hour before she actually wakes up so she can go back to sleep and remember her dream. And I did that this morning, and it was very strange. Like, I felt like I was seeing myself, how other people see me, and I was like, oh, people think you look sexy, girl. That's like you are so humble because you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I just see a girl or boy or non-binary, they, them. And I don't see much there besides like my own self. But you're starting to realize that people really truly are finding you like magnetic and attractive, and you're like, actually, I do have something here. You do have something here. You're a beautiful soul. So what does your spirit have to say about this? The 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so I think your soul is still kind of tiptoeing on the line. They're tiptoeing on the line of I don't know why I said that. Maybe there's like other people involved in this with you, but well, of course there is. It's a collective, but I don't know why okay, moving on. So there might be things that you cannot physically see right now. Your soul, I mean, you can't technically see your soul, right? So they're hugging you. They're protecting you. They're literally cradling you like this. And there's all of these other things going around your head and below your feet, and you're not even seeing it. So take time to come home to yourself. You are the one you've been wanting. You are the one you've been waiting for. So you are literally growing into like a new soul, a new rebirth. You're literally giving up everything that you think that you once knew. That's exciting. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's move to your love reading. I've already spent a lot of time on the other readings, but it's okay. I like reading into these. So let's do, do I have my little, what do I do with my little notey note? Notey note. Don't mind what I'm wearing, okay? I didn't expect my butt to show. So, Well, I thought I had my notebook here, but maybe I moved it somewhere else. Alright, we're just rolling with it. We're rolling with my thoughts now. We're not rolling with an outline. Okay, let's do your roll. Your roll is the 3 of Wands. So this is telling me that you have come to a conclusion that these paths that you thought that you need to be on are no longer there. You have given up on that. You've given up on a certain connection because you're leaving one completely behind. And there's one that you're kind of teetering the thought, and there's one that's obviously there in front of you, and you're just kind of like looking right past it. So let's see what your soulmate's energy role is like. The Page of Pentacles. They're really focused on a different career right now. They're focused on, I don't know what they're focusing on particularly, but it seems to me that they're trying to get into a different career, and they're really focused on that. There's a lot of love for you as well. They think about you constantly, like you're in the back of their mind a lot. And I think they've been becoming like really depressed, honestly. I think they might have lost like a few pounds of weight, maybe they've been losing their appetite. You've noticed like how well they're doing mentally is not very well, and you want to be there for them, but I mean you're still in a place where like nothing's verbally said. It's kind of like your own love language between the two of you. So let's see what the dynamic is right now between the two of you. I'm getting some distance. Yeah, some distance. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. The 4 of Swords. I really do think that like y'all have, I think it's like you guys know, but it's also like, here's my bubble and here's your bubble, and we're not gonna pop each other's bubbles, you know? That's what I'm getting. So what's blocking this energy, spirits? The Empress. I think there's a lot of love that's here, and I think you guys want to be there for each other, but it seems to me that this kind of love that you want with them is what's blocking you from pursuing what you want to do and how you're going to love yourself. I think that's something to think about. So what is the collective's looming future with this love connection, spirit? The 2 of Pentacles. So this, to me, I think you've been through these cycles before where it's like, when am I going to be with this person? When am I going to be with this person? When am I going to be this person? And you're teetotering the thought of, maybe we can go with this connection. Or maybe I can go this way, this connection. Maybe I can go this way. I really want to go this way. But this is what's comfortable and familiar. I think you're going to keep cycling this pattern, this continuous, this is karmic. Not this particular love connection, but the pattern that is getting you to this crossroads over and over and over and over again. It's karmic. It's karmic. So, I think what you need to do is talk to yourself about this. Like, literally journal about this. And the number 12 might be a significant number for you. You need to let it all out. You need to dare to be heard. And in your darkness and your light. Let's see what this little crossbones is. I'm trying to remember what the action is for the crossbones. Action crossbones. Cook a special or nourishing meal. Or eat your favorite food and savor every bite. So maybe you'll find some clarity after eating a good steak, baby. Maybe you just need some good food in your system. Maybe you can cook the person that you like food because they've been stressing. I don't know. If you feel comfortable doing that. Let's get into your light and shadow reading. Spirits. What is... Hold on, shuffle. What is this collective's light? The Fool. Okay, so you have been playing into your childhood, your innocence that you're experiencing. You have been playing into leaning into something that you want to do because you find enjoyment out of it. Okay? You're not just doing things because you feel like you have to do them. You're not feeling forced to do things. Like, you specifically are working on something strategically, but you're doing it in a way where it's like, it's fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're working, but you're not. So what is this collective's shadow spirit? Oh. The Five of Swords. Okay. So, your shadow. I think you're afraid of confrontation with your feelings and your thoughts. You really want to tell somebody something. You really want to be like, I'm putting my foot down about this. But the awkwardness of the conversation is like holding you back. And you'd rather just like go on with this plan in your head without even talking to someone else about this. Like, in your head, you're being delusional. Like, you're being delusional about what you're doing. You're like, I don't have to talk to him. I can just keep going and then my plan will be set. But like, that's your shadow, baby. You need to work on your shadow. You need to talk to these people and tell them what is bothering you. I think you're a person that used to be like not confrontational at all. Like, you were very like seen as innocent and not willing to fight. But now that you're, more mature and definitely in a spiritual awakening, you're like, you know what? I'm not going to take that no more. And that's power, baby. That is power. Okay, so what is the life lesson here, Spirit? What's the life lesson? The Knight of Cups. Oh, see? I've just been saying that. So you have to move forward with how you're feeling. Okay, of course. Let me just be clear. We can control our feelings, right? But the intuitive feeling, the intuitive nudge that is pulling you to a certain direction, go there. Who cares about these conversations you're going to have? Because it's for you. It's for you. It's not for them. You need to be selfish. You've never been selfish in your entire life, so it's time to be selfish now. So that's your life lesson here. What energy do you need to release at this time? The Three of Swords. I feel like there's a breakup. I feel like there has been a circling breakup coming around in patterns, in karmic patterns, and you're scared. You don't want to hurt somebody, but you have to. So it's like, why not do it now, get it over with, and the universe will provide for you. Because They want you to do this. They want you to move forward. They want you to be, protected and provided for and loved in the way that you want to be loved, not how you think you need to be loved. So, what is the advice for this collective moving forward, spirits? The Ace of Wands. So, this is a new chapter after the Three of Swords, okay? This means that the action that you think you need to take right now, that you've been pondering on for a while, it's time, baby. Gratitude is the ability to experience life as a gift. It sweetens even the smallest moments. So we need to take into account... I keep saying that? Oh my gosh. I need to stop saying that. Is it annoying? Maybe I'm just annoying myself. But what the advice is here, we need to practice gratitude almost daily. Almost, honestly, every night before you go to bed. Fantasize about this reality that you want. Not what you expect, what you want. Fantasize about it. Feel it. Literally feel it in your soul. It's happening. Okay? You're getting so happy about it. That is happening. Oh my gosh. Is my dog throwing up right now? Confirmation? I don't think she actually threw up. I think she just had a little hairball. Let's go into Oracle. I'm so sorry. This reading is like all over the place. But let's go into your Oracle message and see what the spirits have left. Okay? So, spirits, any underlying advice and messages for the collective? You can only meet people as deeply as you've met yourself. Oh my gosh. I've never gotten that card before. And I'm having this freaking reading about how you need to love yourself more and give yourself the life that you want, the life that you deserve, because you already know what you deserve. Anything else, spirits? We have the Village. The Star in the Village. You're creating your own path. This is a life situation happening right now that you're going through. Number 19. It's a moment of enlightenment. This is your becoming. You enter the village as the star shines brightly in the sky. This means a moment of clarity and expansion. Oh, beautiful, baby. Beautiful. So you're literally you're just turning into this new person. You've already had the spiritual awakening. You already know, what your soul truly wants. And, you've realized this ain't it. It ain't it. So align your life. What is aligned? What is not aligned or needs to change? Okay? Because you're living in a glitched reality. It's all altered right now. You need to alter it to what you want. Okay? And I think this other connection that you've been tied to is also figuring themselves out. This one really wanted to come out. Earthed. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. I want to read this one because I've never had this one before. I feel like I've had this deck for a really long time and I've never seen that card. It's interesting. Earthed. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world but not of it. To realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it. To have their soul fully embody their body. Oh. I don't know why I was embody your body. That sounds like body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. Maybe that song's going through your head right now. Or it's one of your favorite ones. I don't know. Those who tend towards immanence have attached themselves more to earth and their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul, having a human experience, means finding the balance between transcendence, and immanence. Being in the world, but not of it. Okay, that makes sense. So, do you tend to long for the stars or be more in the physical? And how can you find greater balance between the two? Any lasting messages, Spirit, from the Forest Tarot? Okay, the foundation of life. This is the Ace of Stones. This is material world. New things are happening. A new life is happening. Seriously, a new life is happening. You're longing for home, belonging, and you are an original light worker here, okay? So you might feel like you're alone. That's probably why you like self-isolation so much. Maybe you're an artist, okay? Maybe you like painting, maybe you like creating, maybe you're just a crafter. Maybe you like working on cars. So let's lift the veil, question everything, and anything unaligned must go. Boom, baby. Boom. I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed me, if you enjoyed my tarot, hit that subscribe button and comment a purple heart. Love you guys. Bye.